Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be trying out a Nigerian gel polish brand. Okay, so the brand is called jnjglam and they have new products ranging from gel polish to builder gel, poly gel, and the rest. You can check their website. I would leave all of their links in the description box. We've got here 7 bottles. I did order 5, but she gave 2 extra for me to try out, so I'm going to swatch these out for you guys to see. This one is called Sweet Mandarin. This one's Side Chic. It's a cute pastel pink. This one's number 596. I don't think they've named it yet, but it's very pretty and my favorite color of all. This is white. This is called Sex and the City. It's a very pretty mustard yellow. This one's Miss Rosita. It looks like a pastel mint green, maybe a pastel mint green actually. And finally, this is black. Now that I've swatched this all out, I'm just going to display it for you guys to see. And guys, I only did 1 coat of this polish and look at how vibrant this is. We'll be doing acrylic nails today. I've already applied acrylic on all 4 fingers. I just left one for you guys to see the application process on this, like long stiletto nails. So I just picked up my first bead and then I placed it right where my nail tip and my natural nail meets, and then I'm going to feather that bead down to the free edge. I think I picked a very large bead actually, and it could have done the entire, well, maybe not the entire nail, but it could have done like half of the nail thoroughly. But I'm usually, every time I do like my like a long nail, I'm usually just hell bent on doing a 3-ball method. I don't know why. My next bead is going to form my apex. I'm going to place it a little higher than where I placed my last bead, and then I'm just going to feather that down into the rest of the nail. If you want to see a more detailed tutorial on how to do an acrylic application, I would leave the links of my videos in the description box, or they'll just pop up somewhere on the screen while you guys are watching this video. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up on my cuticle with this last bead, and then I placed it, like not on my cuticle directly. I placed it a little lower than my cuticle, and then I pushed the bead into my cuticle, or the powder into my cuticle, and then I feathered it into the into the rest of the nail, sorry, and then I just cleaned up on my sides to make sure that I had like a very neat work. And I did have to add a little extra because it was a bit sunken in the middle of the nail. Okay, so we are done with the application. I'm going to go file off camera and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so we're back from filing, and for my base color I'm making use of the black from the J&J brand. Alright, so I'm going to apply 2 coats of this polish, and then I will cure in between every layer. So for a little tip on how to apply your gel polish, make sure that your first layer, or just make sure that every layer that you do, is as thin as possible. So it's not compulsory that you apply polish, like you do the 2 I must do 2 layers. It's not compulsory to do 2 layers. You can do as many layers as possible, or as many layers as you like, to get your vibrant color. But just make sure that with every layer that you do, it's as thin as possible, and try not to pull your hand, especially for a dark color. When you place your hand in the lamp, try not to pull it out, if not you're going to get wrinkles. I did that and I got a few wrinkles in my nails. Okay, so we're done applying our 2 coats of polish, and these are what the nails look like. I'm going to go in now and do some detailing. I'm making use of Side Chic, Sex and the City, number 596, and Miss Rosita for some nail arts and detailing. Okay, so I'm going to do some writings and a color splash on these nails. So far, I've enjoyed working with this gel polish. As you guys can see, the consistency is amazing and it's great for nail art, which I mean, like compared to the other gel polish that I use, I never use gel polish for nail art. I'd always use gel paints because they are, you know, like thicker and they help. It's just much easier to paint with gel paints. But I mean, this polish is actually very great, you guys. Okay, so I'm making use of number 596. That's the color that I'm using, and like I said earlier, this was my favorite color of all the polish that I got. And on my other fingers, I'm just going to alternate the colors as I go. I didn't want it to be like I didn't want the colors to, you know, have like a static look. I just alternated as I worked. But when I'm done with these nails, when I'm done with this writing, I'm going to outline or highlight this with the Miss Rosita, the mint green color. And I did have to go over the writings again, or over every color that I wrote to it. I did have to go over it again just so that I could get a very vibrant color. Okay, so whenever you do nail art, whether you're writing, whether you're drawing out something, especially when you're using gel, like gel paints, whatever it is you're using that won't dry on its own, I advise that you have your small lamp ready to cure in between, just so that you don't smudge your polish or your, you know, like all your drawings. Okay, so here's where I go over the colors again, and as you guys can see, we've got like a more strong and vibrant color as opposed to what we had earlier before. Now I'm just going in with Miss Rosita to highlight this colors. I'm looking towards doing like a nice color splashed graffiti sort of, although these are not graffiti writings, lettering, sorry, but I'm looking towards doing like a graffiti highlighting color splash nails. Okay, so when I'm done highlighting this entire nail, I'm going to go do the rest of my fingers off camera, and then I'll show you guys how I do the color splash. Okay, so we are back and I've done the other nails, and now I just did the color splash on my thumb, and I'm just going to show you guys how I do it on my other fingers. So basically what you want to do is take your dotting tool and then pick any color that you like, and then just drag, make dots on the nail or wherever you want the splashes to be, and then you want to do like like circles or dots around each other so that you can connect them to look like a splash basically. And it doesn't have to be, the circles do not have to be perfect. That's the great thing about it. It has to look like, it's like a mistake for it to be there. Okay, so now that we've got all of our dots in place, I'm going to take my 000 liner brush and then dip it in the color of the polish that I'm going to work on, and then just gently drag through, and that's how you create you connect the dots together so that it does look like a splash. And this is very easy, guys. You can't go wrong with it. No matter how weird it comes out looking, it will look very cute, trust me. Okay, so all of the dots have been connected, and that is what we are left with. I'm going to apply top coat on these nails, cure them in the lamp, and then I'll come back to you guys. We've come to the end of the video. I had so much fun creating this set. The gel polish is amazing, and I totally recommend to check out their website and their Instagram for variations. And I hope this video was really helpful. Let me know your suggestions, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.